Hello everyone and welcome to CWC F2 Season 7 Round 3 for the Azerbaijan GP. I am Peps322, ROP, Yuki, call me whatever you like, and I'm here to bring you the Street Circuit Azerbaijan GP here on F1 2021 for some comms. If you just watched a couple minutes ago, about 20 minutes ago, we tried this, some lobby issues, some kind of lag happened, and we are here again. Gonna try this again, and hopefully all the bugs have been ironed out. New update, different connections across the world, things can happen, and hopefully all of it has been squared away, and we are good to go here today for this race. Quick little recap again, if you just were new here again. Scandy won last race, got 25 points. Lesty currently leads the point standings with 35 points, followed closely behind by Kermit with 33, Scandy with 25, Kenobi with 23, and Carps with 18. However, with Lesty not being here today, it leaves a good chance for a new driver to take over the top of the point standings, bearing a great performance here today. If all the drivers I just mentioned have horrible performances, then there's a good chance that the championship may still stay in Lesty's hands at the end of the Azerbaijan GP. We are now got 13 drivers here today. Hopefully now everyone's coming out spectators, so that glitch is not happening again, so that was a bit of an odd glitch. Sadly, that stream is now gone. However, we are here today. Exelic will be the first driver to come out here today. Looks like actually... No, 11's here too, so one of the drivers is missing. I don't remember which one. It looks like Elect now has to take the runoff road, but they will be good to get it refired up here right now. As I'm now getting back into situation mode here, so if you do give me 1 second, gotta pull some things up. That was about a 20-minute delay. Basically, wish we had something kind of like an old stream or something we could have put on, but sadly we don't have that advancement. Exelic takes the run again. The runoff road, so that should let now the first driver to be either Toby the Tiger or Collins. It's going to be Collins. So Collins will be the first driver as we ride on board. We'll give you a quick little look up here. So anyway, sorry, just getting the last thing setting up here, pulling up a map, doing some quick things. One interesting fact, though, is that if you remember what our drivers were telling us during the wait thing is that it was supposed to possibly rain in the race. So there was a chance, but luckily with a new lobby, there's a chance the rain may have left. But you never know, rain could still be in the cards if the gods of fortune decide to show us here today. As now Reds gets disqualified for going the wrong way. I'm going to quickly cut into the McLaren. We'll see if we can keep an eye on Reds here. No, it's behind us, I think, actually. So that's Reds. Yep, Reds got disqualified for going back, so must have lost it on the back end there and got it refired. So anyway, Collins is coming to the last couple corners here. Going to get the thing set up here. As it looks like Saspy is now left, so Saspy's connection really is struggling here today. But here we come to start the lap here. Collins is about to target his first lap here. He's going to come down the long straight. And here we go, down the long straight here, going into corner 1 here. It's basically a flat, basically almost a 90-degree turn here. Then you're going to come up here, and you're going to hit the next corner here. It's corner 2 again. Very easy to lock it up. You can see what Exelic did take the runoff road here. Got to get as close as you can to try to not get the Ember side. As you can see, Collins as well. Then you got DRS point. This is one of the few long straights you're going to get here. So this is another good opportunity to pass. The second DRS activation point is currently here. Then you're going to brake hard right around the 50-meter board, turn in as hard as you can, and get close to the wall again. It's going to be a lot of left, right, square right turns, you can say, until we get out of the before we get to the cast section here. That's probably one of the last square rights you're going to get for a little bit, as you're now going to come in to the end of sector 1 is right there. Then you're going to get a fast left right here. Again, very hard to make a pass there, but if you are daring enough, you can make it work. Then you're going to be coming up in a corner 7 here. Very easy. I've seen money drivers either cut the corner, try to take evasive action, or hit the end of the Pirelli sign by trying to get a little bit too much time. Then they dreaded castle session, where you've seen many drivers not made horrible mistakes and hit the wall, including the quote you could say by Claire, "I am stupid." Then going to go through 11, 12 very quickly. Easy to roast the tires for that session. Very easy if the backs are really starting to be hot or very worn to have trouble keeping it out. Then you're going to go through 30, 40, 15. This is where you need some downforce because you can take a fight. Collins hits that wall there, trying to get as much as you can in the apex, go as wide as you can to get the best turn in, and he goes just a little bit wide, and that's that. Coming through the last couple corners, so we got 16, 17, 18, 19, basically almost all flat. Again, what stops you from running a heavy non-downforce setup would be these corners here and the castle section, because if you do go with a 1-1, it's very hard to pin the corner to the straights. But if you do run a 1-1, you can make it work. The long straights is your reward, where it makes it very easy to pass drivers. Anyway, coming to the last straight here, we're going to see basically keep your foot down, go as long as you can, pass the pit lane on the left, and that will be a 142 142.91, but Toby the Tiger just behind him sets a 142.29. So that's around the drivers we're setting in practice from what I've heard. So that is going to be a very interesting time, to say the least. So anyway, you can see Maddie goes with a 147.17. You got Kermit on a 140.016. Kiki on a 141.930. Collins down to 142. Leaky now jumps to a 143. And I believe Kenobi now to a 144. So that is that. Yellow flag sector 1. It looks like one of McLaren's going a bit slow. It's the other one of Maddie. It looks like he just backed in his lap here. Also got Smitty on a lap as well, along with Exelic. Smitty's going to put down a time here. It's going to be a 141.467. And Exelic going to be pulling in the pit lane here. Going to end his lap. Or her lap, sorry. Only driver's left put time is Sasabot, who has to come back in the session, and Scanny, who's usually waits to the end of the session anyway. So anyway, going to do a quick tire check here. So you have Yellow flag sector 1, sector 2. Looks like the flags are very on the glitch side here today. Something worth noting is Toby the Tiger did set that time on a set of mediums. Collins did 2. Everyone else has put their times on a set of softs, which does show that there is some pace, or at the very least, Toby Tiger is pretty fast in those mediums. It could be one to watch out for here today. Sasabot has rejoined. Hopefully that does not cause too many glitches here. We got 12 minutes to go. Looks like Toby the Tiger is on a cooldown lap here, being 16 seconds slower. I think most drivers are actually on cool laps here, because everyone has put down a lap. And yeah, you got Kenobi behind J-League here. Definitely not going to have a competitive lap, but we'll keep an eye if everyone stays out for one more run. Yep, it looks like right now Collins is coming in. He's actually decided to call it a day. So very odd here with a 142. Definitely could have room to improve, but I guess doesn't want to risk those soft tires. Toby the Tiger going to be coming in as well. Next up, we got a bunch of drivers ahead of him. Kiki. Oh, that's not Kiki. Kermit coming in. Maddie coming in. I'm going to assume J-Leaky coming in. Actually, J-Leaky staying out. Kenobi coming in. So see if J-Leaky improves. No, he doesn't. Actually, he does improve, but not enough to really jump anyone. And then all we have left is Kiki, who's coming in. And we'll just check lastly on Smitty. Let's see if he's going to put down another time here. He is kind of flying high, but he is going to take the hard left. And that will be him coming in as well. So only driver to do a second lap on their tires is J-Leaky. And he improved, but not enough to jump any higher. So let's see who is caught. I think Zelic's going to be going out right now. So she came in, was the first driver to come in. Looks like not feel comfortable on that lap. Going to take a second attempt here. So we'll see if the driver in question can put down an improvement of time, because the only driver here, but they've already caught J-Leaky, so hopefully J-Leaky gets out of the way, unless they're on a flyer as well. Then obviously doesn't have to get out of the way, but common courtesy if you are cooling on a cooldown lap, probably let the driver that's about to start a lap go. Checking the weather. It looks like, ooh, we can see Zelik gets a little bit of a lock up here. Sorry, again, just if you're looking for a little bit of a slow calm here, just me. It will pick up during the race. I'm just checking some things here, just checking everything up, because after the 20-minute delay, some things got closed. But it looks like there is a 4% chance of rain in the race. And that's from the game, not the task system or anything else. So there is a chance we may see rain in the race. Very minor. So keep an eye on that if you're at home. But anyway, here comes Excel. Going to be the first driver to set a time. J-Leaky did let him go, so J-Leaky is on a cooldown layup here. So right on board with the Aston Martin driver here. With 9 minutes to go, can she set a faster time, or, well, put down a time that's competitive to get her up the top of the grid here? She is on a set of softs, a new fresh set of softs here. So it'll be very interesting to see how she sets at the time. So here we go. Excel going to start her lap right about now. So we'll see how the time sets up. So keep an eye on the sectors and see if they go purple or green or whatever. Obviously it'll be green because she hasn't put down the time, but purple would be an improvement on her own times. So anyway, going to come through turn 3 there. Turn 2, sorry, turn 2. Going to have the long run down the long straight here. No toe in front of her, but we'll have DRS, so not going to get that extra little cheeky little DRS that you could say that Kermit and actually Kiki is helping. Smitty could possibly be on the next lap. Going to go through the square corner here. Going to be the end of Sector 1 after this turn here. Going to get as close as you can. Get a good run off the line. Gets a little squirrely off exit. Definitely lighting the car there. Looks like they have a little bit more of a loose setup here. Going to be a lap. Not going to be a purple. 35.609. Got a hard right here. Going to go just a little bit careful here. Do not want to bin it. because you do put it down at good times. 11 has actually crashed out of the session, her teammate. So if she can put down at least a good time, she definitely gets at the top 10, considering the SAS Reds and 11 are done, and Collins didn't put down that much of a competitive time. So that's 3 drivers. If she can just out-qualify one person, and a SAS bot can't get a connection to work with, he is on a flyer, but if he has some more connection issues, she could be inside the top 10, for better or worse. Anyway, coming to the end of Sector 2 here, after this corner, very easy lock up, hit the wall there, does not take the escape run, going to get the power straight. Then going to the end of Sector 2, we'll see what the section time is. It's going to be a 1:16.981, so she's going to have to get pretty fast here. Looking all right so far. Coming to the last couple corners here, want to get as close to the wall as possible without hitting it. Very easy. If you just take the wrong line, you can ping-pong off one wall and hit the other wall. Yellow flag Sector 2, Sector 3, that is just going to be one. McLaren's going slow, getting ready for a lap to give Kiki some... Kiki, actually, it is Kiki getting some space. But here comes Exelic coming down the long line. Can she improve? Well, she's going to improve. Can she put down a faster time? It's going to be a 1:41.866, and that will put her in P5 currently, jumping Collins. Kiki about to start their lap. And then we got a bunch of drivers on out laps. Going to check to see if Kiki just started their time. I think Maddie is on a time. Yeah, so Maddie, but he is validated, so his time will not improve. Currently P2. Just ahead of the road there, you can see, I think that is Assassin Bot. Yep, he's about to start his lap. So Kiki has started his lap, so we're riding board here with Kiki. Keep an eye on Kiki, and then we'll also keep an eye on, I think the next driver is Smitty. Yes, it is. So Kiki, we'll see here, going to come out the end of the DRS point, the activation point in Sector 1 here. Going to go through one last corner here, see where the AlphaTauri shakes up, looking for about maybe a 34, 35. That is going to be a 35.403, up 2 temps on their current time here. Doesn't look pole, but could definitely at least jump themselves up to maybe P4 if they hold it. Smitty, on the other hand, missed the activation point, but it says it's purple, but I doubt that. It's right around the same time as Collins, but I could be proven wrong for it. And it looks like Kiki has locked it up, going right before the entry to the castle section, and it's hit the Pirelli side, and then it's going to hit the wall on the inside here. That is going to cost Smithy probably a little bit of his time here, because he had to take at least evasive action, at the very least slow up just a tiny bit not to hit Kiki, not knowing what was going to happen to Kiki. So Kiki's, Smitty's time could be a little bit on the slower side here, because of that little slow up on the line. So let's see if that cost him any time, and if he may not be a little bit too thrilled on the headset. But anyway, Smitty on Sector 2 here, going to come at the activation point. We'll see where the times are, if he's still up or if he was down. Check the point here. It's going to be, he's actually up a second on his time, so he's looking to be in the 140 range at the very least. Could be up there with his teammate, but I don't know if he's got enough time to beat Toby the Tiger. We'll see here, coming through the last couple sections here. Going to be a long run down the line. One last corner to go. Not really much of a corner, pretty much flat. Get as close as you can. Going to go wide here. You can see Exelic slowing up there on the straight. Going to come down the pit lane. Here he comes. Can Smitty, the Swiss Army knife of the league, do anything good here? Yes, he can. It'll be a pole run, a 1:42.08 for Smitty, now back on his wheel, and that will be P1. But I think we have a Kenobi. Kenobi about to cross the line here, third in the point standings, looking to get up in the pole position. Can he do it? Yes, he can. Put him up there with a 1:39.716, and now Kenobi is pole, and I think Assassinbot's about to start us up. That is Assassinbot. Yes, it is Kenobi's teammate here today. But yeah, they just got to start a lap. So anyway, I think next up is going to be Kiki. Yeah, Kiki is up next, but if I remember correctly, Kiki did hit the wall, so Kiki's time, yeah, that is not going to be a competitive time. But next up, we do have Maddie. He does say he has a purple Sector 2, but he did just hit the activation point, so that is not all it's cracked up to be. So we'll see if he can jump Kenobi here with a 1:39.716. Could be a good run here. Can the McLarens put 2 and 3 on the grid, respectively, or 1 and 3? We'll have to see here, coming down the long run of the line. It looks like it's going to be a 1:39.958, and that will jump up Maddie up to P2 and jump Smitty down to third, as it looks like it almost hits the wall there, just gets on the brakes, so no damage, and gonna have enough time to go back around and possibly do one more lap. Now Jay League on 2-lap old, actually he's on fresh off, my mistake. Can he improve? It doesn't look like it's gonna be much of an improvement here. It could be enough to at least jump into the 141s. Yes, it is. It's going to be a 141.9, and that'll put him ahead of Kiki. So the last driver, so J League's on a lap, Smitty, Maddie, they're all finishing their laps. They could do a second go around here. We'll see if Smitty, no, he's 2 seconds down. He is done. I'm assuming Kenobi's on a slow down lap as well, and I'm saying that Maddie's definitely on a slow down lap as well. So all drivers are a little bit cool. I can't really tell because we have a yellow flag Sector 1 how much time is left in the session, but if I remember correctly, J League is up on his times though, so we'll keep riding aboard with J League. But I think we have about 5 minutes to go in the session, give or take, maybe 4. So up here is now Smitty will get out of the way here. The next question is, will Toby the Tiger go out there for another lap? He's currently P4. It says that Kermit, Assassinbot, and a few other drivers could jump, but with Assassinbot on a set of mediums, he's definitely playing a different strategy here. And the farthest Toby can fall is P8. So, in retrospect, it may be smart for him to maybe start on a set of mediums. And maybe just stay P4, so we'll see if there's a challenge. We do have Maddie. Yeah, he's about to be coming in, though. I'd love to know what time is left, but sadly I will not find out until whoever's in yellow, Sector 2 yellow flags. It's going to be just Maddie going a bit slow because he's on a cooldown lap. But because of that, I can't really tell what lap we're on. Or how much time. 3 minutes to go. There we go. We got 3 minutes to go there. As you can see, Jay Leakey going to come off the last couple corners. Just gets all he can out of the section. We'll see at the end of Sector 2. He's up. He's actually now down in his times by 3 attempts. So unless he can find a lot of time in the third sector, he is not going to improve. And he probably should just take a hard right in the pit lane. Or sorry, hard left, not a hard right, because pit lane's on the left on this track. Anyway, though, we'll see if he decides to take the hard left in the pit lane here. If he decides to put this time on the board, we'll see. He is going to. He's going to come. Yeah, he's going to come in here. He's going to bail on this lap, and knowing he's down his times and not risk it. So Assassinbot is on an out lap, and they're the only driver waiting for Maddie. Maddie's on a cooldown lap. So Assassinbot's. So we got Toby the Tiger going out there again. So Toby the Tiger is on a set of softs, I believe. No, he's actually on a set of mediums. So he's on the same mediums he just set a lap on. And here we go. So Toby the Tiger is on those one-level mediums. He thinks he feels confident enough on those mediums. He can jump up the pole position on a set of mediums. Then you got Kermit, who's on an out lap as well. He's on a fresh set of softs. You got Kiki, who fixed his wing, is down on a set of softs as well, but he's farther up. And Assassinbot, hard in the wall there. Lagging hard. Definitely trying to get all he can out of the straight there. It was on an out lap. And that is that. Wheel is still on though, so we can get it refired. But that may be that. Actually, no, the wheel is... I can't even tell if the wheel's on or off, because it looks like at that angle it's off. But at this angle it looks like it's on. He hasn't moved. Is he lagging horribly? Because we did notice he did have some lagging issues. So we'll cut back to Toby the Tiger. Keep an eye on that car on the screen, see what happens. It looks like, yep, he has actually have a purple sector 2, and if we look at the sector times, that would put him at right now, not enough for a pole position, but definitely enough to put him at least near Maddie, currently in P2. So Toby the Tiger could be someone to watch out for in those mediums. Going to go through the castle section here, going to try to get all he can. It looks like... Assassinbot has started his lap. Sorry, I want to cut away, because I just want to know... Well, this is in a 5-minute lap time, so this is very odd. Keep an eye on that, just to see how bad it is. But anyway, Toby the Tiger, though, at the end of Sector 2 is still... Actually, Sector 2 is right here, my mistake. So we'll see where his time is right now. He is over a second up at his time. This is a pole run if I've ever seen one. He could easily be in the low 139s. We'll see if he goes to the castle section, especially on a set of mediums, no less. That just shows he's got some quick pace in that car. So anyway, here comes Toby the Tiger down the long straight here. It's going to be in the 139s. How far up will he be? Can he have a pole run here? There's not enough time for Kenobi or Maddie to go out here, so there'll be no answer back from the top two. It's going to be pole run. It's going to be a 139.292 on a set of mediums. Toby the Tiger currently in pole position as Kiki has retired. So we got Kermit up, who's about a 10th up at his times, and Smitty as well, going to do a flyer as well. And I think Assassinbot is the farthest up the grid. Now Toby Tiger's comfortable with that lap. So Exalic, Leaky, Maddie, and Kenobi will not have enough times. So it's up to Assassinbot, Kermit, or Smitty to jump Toby the Tiger for pole position. Can they do it? So we'll see here on Assassinbot here. Times are all glitched in coordinates. I have no clue what he's running, per se. Because his times aren't adding up, per se, as well. So we'll see here as he comes to the last corner here. Can Assassinbot put down a time that's competitive? It looks like I think Kermit may have went wide and take evasive action. That could be his teammate said, no, Kiki. Actually, yeah, it's Kiki. So we'll see if Kermit can still go here. Kermit's right behind Assassinbot. So Assassinbot's going to put down a... I don't know. But here comes Kermit. He's going to improve. Yes, he is, but it's not going to be enough to get him any higher. P5 for Kermit. Now we just wait on Smitty, but he's down in his time, so I doubt... He's going to put down a more competitive lap. Yeah, he's a second down. So that should be that for qualifying. Assassinbot is still doing laps, so we'll have to see how he does just so where the game decides to throw him. But with Smitty being well over a second down at times, there will be no improvement there. So Toby the Tiger will roll off P1 on a set of mediums. Kenobi will be second on a set of softs. Maddie will be third. Smitty will most likely be fourth. Yep, we'll see. He's going definitely sort of the line now. He will definitely be fourth. Kermit will be fifth. Xelic will be sixth. Jayleek will be seventh. And Assassinbot, I have no clue where he'll be, to be completely honest with you. Could be as high as 8th. Could be as low as 11th. we waiting for qualified in here. Just mesmerized by Assassin Bot just to see here what he does here. So we'll see here, just checking the chats here. It looks like everyone is impressed by Toby the Tiger's times here. They definitely think he's a threat here today. And he could definitely be a threat to win this championship if he stays in F2. But here comes Assassin Bot. I have no clue. So yeah, as we now, I guess, just wait for the game to just come to the end here, because we do have to wait, sadly, because I think the game is kind of glitched out with Assassinbot here. So we are just going to have to wait for Assassinbot just to kind of just end the session here with 22 seconds to go. So we are just going to have to sit here and wait. So yeah, I guess while we wait here, I guess I'll do a quick little plug here. If you like what you see, why not like and subscribe to League Racing TV? There's many leagues you can see, from CWC, the BNL, to the main series here, TTML, all racing from Mondays to Sundays. And you'll find a league you like, why not sit down and watch it? Varying content, varying degrees of who and content and people. Great commentators as well, and the links that race in these leagues and commentate in these leagues. So like and subscribe, and also follow them at League Racing TV on Twitter, as now the AIs have joined us. Yeah, I think this lobby may be a little bit on the glitch side. Just an FYI. Yeah, we are now glitched. Yep, so we may have to be resetting again here. I don't want to put all the blame on Assassinbot, but it seems like his connection is really throwing a monkey wrench into this plan. But he is a good man, so come on in. So, yeah, I think his connection's kind of throwing us up a little bit of a monkey wrench. And yeah, we don't know what's going to happen here, but we're just going to have to wait this out. But thanks for Latifi, Raikkonen, Mazepin, Leclerc, Schumacher, Sainz, and Russell to all join us here today. Definitely be fun competition here to watch. Oh, there we go. He's left the session, and that should be that. That may be it for Assassin, but I don't think he'll try to re-attend here because of the connection issues. But we'll see here. Yep, Toby the Tiger, pole position. Kenobi in second with a 139.716. Maddie next with a 139.958. Smitty in fourth. Kermit in fifth. Xelic in sixth. Leaky in seventh. Kiki in eighth. Collins in ninth. 11th and 10th. Assassinbot, you can kind of just throw him out here. Scanny in 12th. And Reds in 13th. Interesting to note that Scanny did not set a time because he didn't get disqualified. I think he just kind of wanted to start in the back. I'm not 100% to be honest. But anyway, you can see that, yep, fastest driver is Mr. Toby the Tiger. And we'll see how he does in the race. Assassinbot has rejoined, so hopefully that does not glitch everything out again. So we're now going to wait here. Hopefully, again, doesn't look like there'll be any rain in the forecast, but you never know. There is a 4% chance. You could quote that meme saying there is a chance, and yeah, there is a chance there could be some rain here today. So we got about 27 seconds here waiting for this to finish up here. Just going to wait. As we now are just sitting and waiting. I should be saying something, but honestly, with how long the streams are going, I'm kind of running out of things to say. I'm going to be completely honest, but trust me, energy will pick up during the race, but just kind of waiting it out, taking some sips, just waiting, saving the voice. But anyway, yep, we got to wait here for the 5, and then there we go. Off we go. We got Toby the Tiger, Kenobi, Maddie, Smitty, Kermit. We'll check the tires everyone's on right now. That's not the right data. Yep, we got Collins on a set of mediums, but he did crash. We got Toby Tiger obviously on a set of mediums. You got Collins on a set of mediums. He set that time and then crashed. Looks like Kiki's lost it on the formation lap here. Hopefully they don't got any damage. I don't think damage is on the safety car under the formation lap anyway, but I have seen some people actually crash out on the safety car in last year's game, so let's see. Collins and 11 have collided. That will put them both on the naughty stool, and they'll have to put them back. I think Skanny just clipped the wall there. I don't think it will be enough to send him to the naughty stool, but he'll have to fire it up. Red's in the back here as well on 13th. Yeah, but tire strategies, top 3 outside the top 3 have all elected to go on a set of mediums, and so is our leader and Collins because they qualified, and everyone else is on a set of softs. So yeah, nice dry day here today. Very tricky circuit. I don't think it will catch as many people as Spain did, because Spain with no traction control can definitely catch out a lot of drivers. I think they seem more glued to the circuit here today, but it's easy to make one mistake ping pong off a wall, and that could be the end of this race. So one bad braking zone could cost you, but it's not going to be as many spins as you can take, because traction's a lot nicer around here. However, you could easily ping it into a wall, and that be that if you push a little harder. Other narratives to look at is, like I said, if Kenobi finishes where he is today, he should be able to take over the top standings in the points. Toby Tiger, I think this is his first race, if I'm not mistaken. I can quickly just check. I think, yeah, if he did race, I don't think he got points in the other ones. But can't get the points lead. But if he does win the race, he could definitely put himself in a spot to help himself lunge himself up the standings, considering that the top standings right now is 35. Maddie and Smitty looking to get some good points for the constructors. Kermit looking to possibly also take the lead as well, being second in the standings. Could easily, with a strong performance here today, possibly jump up the first as well. Exelic and other than that, Exelic and 11 trying to get good points for the constructors. J-League looking for a good finisher today, and the rest of the field as well looking for good finishes. And Reds, Scanning looking to make it back-to-back wins, and Reds looking to stop the bleeding and get a good finish. But anyway, that should be that. Now they take the little lineup to the grid here today, as we now wait for them to finish up here. You can see Kenobi basically right on the back of Toby the Tiger. As we now wait for them to get in the grid, now you can see Collins and 11 just sitting, waiting, as they're basically like the kids that are in the detention while the other ones get to play on the playground. As I think the last driver is rolling up. That is going to be Reds. Hopefully there is no major glitches, because we know sometimes when someone joins back during the formation lap, it can glitch. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we get a nice clean start here. If not, that's why you're listening. You may need to be the one that leaves, so just an FYI. But anyway, ooh, that looks a little glitchy. Oh, ooh, Collins left. All right. We'll see here. Okay, we do got the 5 red lights, so we are good to go here. This race will count. And it looks like 11 and Kiki both jumped to start there. Bad for both drivers in questions, but here they go off in the corner 1 here. Kenobi going to try to make the very aggressive launch, and the Red Bull driver gets in the hit in the back, and that is going to be the McLaren driver running the back. You can see a broken front wing. I think that's a Mercedes one, but it looks like an Aston Martin one. Kenobi makes it a very aggressive lunge, knowing he needs to make those softs work, and it kind of pushed the Red Bull just a little bit wide, and there was nowhere to go for Smitty. I think he used the McLaren that got damaged. Yes, he did. Maddie still got a front wing. We got possible pass in the back here as well. As you can see that, it looks like Collins is going to make a pass on 11. And that says, yeah, 11's wing is off. They're going to cause a little bit of a stack up there. There's nowhere to go for Reds or Scanny. That was actually Scanny, had nowhere to go behind Exelic. My mistake, that wasn't 11. That was Exelic that has the missing front wing. But they're all going to get around the grief-stricken Aston Martin. As we do see someone around that is going to be, I think that was Maddie. Yep, that is Maddie, who was in P3 at the time, has looped it. I don't know if he went for a pass on Toby the Tiger, but Toby Tiger even going a little squirrely as well, so that's gone wrong for Maddie, trying to go for the field here. And now Scanny's got a broken front wing, has to take evasive action, because Scanny's going now. Reds has looped it, they have no front wing as well. So a lot of drivers caught out here, no safety car has been called here. Now we have a VSC. So we're going to take a second, catch your breaths, try to recap what's happened here. So Kenobi went for a pass to turn 1, Toby Tiger. That caused Smitty to run into the back of him and lose a bit of his front wing. Then keep going. Somewhere in the back, Exelic ran to the back of someone and broke their full front wing off, as you can see. Then, in turn, while we were watching up the grid, Maddie lost in Sector 3, broke his... Actually, I don't think he actually broke anything, so he's good, but just lost on his own accord. Then, keep going on this retrospect. Something happened to 11. And, oh, now something's happened to 11. Actually, nothing happened to 11. Now something's happened to 11. They've lost trying to catch up to the safety car here, not running probably enough downforce. They have a broken wing. But to keep going under my what happened list, it looks like something happened to Exelic. Something stacked up. That caused Scanny to run in the back something, which almost causes Exelic to take evasive action. Reds then lost the back end. And now that is the end of the safety car, by the way, VSC. So a bunch of cars coming in. So we got Scanny pitting, 11 pitting, Kiki pitting, Maddie actually staying out because they have no damage, Smitty pitting, Exelic going to be pitting at the end here along with Reds. So 8th on down have all decided to pit to get new front wings. But back up to the battle for the lead here. We got Toby the Tiger on those mediums just behind Kenobi here. This is a little bit of a harder circuit to pass in the castle section, but on the straights, it's very easy to pass. So we'll have to see here if Toby Tiger sets up a pass here at Kenobi on the straights, or if he's a little bit more bearing, decides to make a pass. It's not like Spain, where it's very easy to kind of, if you know how to toe the line, keep the cars behind you in Monaco. There is a major passing opportunity on the long straight. But a lot of the drivers just had a pit here today are going to have to get another safety car to get back in this race. As now Toby Tiger hits the inside wall there. I wonder if he did get damaged. He did clip it. If it is, it's very minor. He did nail it, though, with his front end. That's going to cost him well over a second. So it now looks like it's going to be a race of nutrition, where it's going to be very easy. You just have to survive in order to win. Or at least finish well, because half the field is crashed, and it looks like we have a yellow flag section. That is going to be Maddie. Now he has an officially broken wing. He's lost in the cast section. He has reset on track. I remember in the rules that it's a little bit of a no-no, so we'll have to see how the stewards rule on that. As now it gives me the AWS predictions on lap 2, but he does have damage. He will have to pit, and that will fall him susceptible to falling down the grid here very quickly. We do have Collins on the back of Kermit, though, and it looks like they've actually caught Toby Tiger, so he does have damage. It is very minor, but he's not feeling the car down. That is 3 seconds clear. Toby the Tiger has made a mistake, but it doesn't look like he's got much damage. He's going to pull in the pit lane, though, so if it is minor, it's not enough. 11 has retired from the session. They have crashed. That could be a safety car. It is another virtual safety car. Kiki is retired as well, and that is somewhere on the track, and he's crashed. We'll see if we can get a camera there. That will now trigger the safety car. So 11 retires on track. You'll see here, if you look up here in the Mercedes, keep an eye on this Aston Martin. Yep, that's where 11's crashed. Went wide off the long corner, ping-ponged off the wall, and that's that. Then, if hopefully, before Kiki despawns, we can see where he's crashed. Keep an eye on AlphaTauri on your screen here. Keep an eye on the right of your screen. It looks like he lost off last corner and hit the inside wall. So now we are down to 11 runners here today. 11 Kiki will be not getting any points, and sadly, that will not be much. Luckily, it does allow some drivers to switch up strategies here, possibly get new cars. It allows Maddie to fix his wing. It does allow Reds and Exelic to get caught back up. So it allows some drivers a chance, basically a mulligan, if you will, to get regripped and have a chance here. The main driver is probably not too happy about the safety car. Is the same driver that wasn't happy about the safety car last week, Kenobi. He was 5 clear of Toby the Tiger before he pitted, and he's 5 clear of Kermit. And now with Toby the Tiger getting off strategy, going on another set of mediums here, he'll have to pit again for sure. Mediums won't get to the end anyway, but he'll have to pit again for sure. It is worth noting that Kenobi's probably not too thrilled, and will have to try to salvage, well, not salvage, but will have to be ready to go on a safety car and try to redo that gap again, much to his chagrin. Taze Leroy has left the session. He was in spectate mode. Bit odd he didn't pick a car, but yeah, he is not here. He will not be competing or anything. So yeah, very messy first opening laps here today, as now we're in the safety car on lap 3. Hopefully the rain doesn't come, because I don't know how chaotic it's been. I don't know if the rain would be good to see on the session. But anyway, as you can see, that it looks like Kenobi is coming in to get off the stops, obviously because pit window's about 6-7 laps, so they're going to come in along with Kermit to get off sequence. Collins, obviously, since he started on the mediums, will inherit the lead. Jay Leakey's coming in as well. Assassinbot will stay out because he did start on, he rejoined the session on a set of mediums, so he'll be up to P2. So Kenobi will come out P3, Kermit will be 4th, Jay Leakey will be 5th. Toby the Tiger will actually make out a little bit here, because he'll probably be able to jump Kermit. No, he'll come up behind Kermit still, but he'll definitely at least be ahead of Jay Leakey. So Toby Tiger will be up to 5th. Smitty will come out, I think, because Jay Leakey is, fixing his wing and all that stuff. So he'll be coming down to 7th, maybe 8th. Yeah, he'll fall all the way behind Scanny here. Scanny not pitting safe pit for fresh damage. So everyone is either pitted once, so we take a look at the stops here. Those are penalties. Stops. The only drivers not to pit yet are Assassinbot and Collins, because they've started on those mediums that they're currently on. Everyone else has stopped at least once, but will definitely have to go to the end, because the mediums will not make it. But we'll have to go to the end at least once. So, different strategies here. One other thing that's kind of interesting, if we take a look at the tires, not one driver decided to go for a set of hards. I know the hards will be kind of a slow tire around here, but in theory, you think someone maybe in the back may have tried it, like Maddie or Zelig, or maybe Jay Leakey, just to see if you can survive and just use the track position to your advantage. Go long in the tooth, hope for another safety car, and have track position. But different stories, different folks, but just shocked no one's tried to go for a set of mediums. So anyway, there's the Mercedes safety car. Collins behind, Kenobi 2nd, Assassinbot 3rd. So actually Assassinbot I thought came out ahead of Kenobi, but it looks like Kenobi came ahead of Sasspot, so Kenobi will be second. So much to the positivity of Kenobi, he will have a teammate just behind him, so Sasspot could play pick. Obviously, I don't think team orders are in play, but he could play pick and allow basically Sasspot kind of be the Barrichello to the Schumacher in the situation. Kind of be the pick, kind of be the car that slows up Kermit and Toby the Tiger and give Kenobi some chasing room to attack Collins and get ahead, hopefully, and pace the field. The question is team orders in play, and if they are, will that happen? So we'll have to see how it works. We're now waiting. We'll probably have one more to go as we do wait for the last three cars, Maddie, Reds, and Exelic, to catch up here. But the safety car will most likely be coming in this time by, so we'll be good. We're going on again on lap 5. We do have someone rooting on Kermit in the chat here, so good to see Funky Chicken rooting on the TTG driver. That is good to see. But yeah, we are just waiting here. It's actually we'll be going on lap 5, going on 6, basically. On lap 5, going on 6 when the safety car should be coming in. So yeah, the end of this lap, basically. As Maddie, Reds, and Exelic all get caught up here. And now we just wait for Collins and Kenobi. Yeah, we just wait for the safety car to go around here. So Collins, again, currently leads his way. Driver that is currently, if we remember our quick little standings update from the beginning of the race, if you do remember correctly, Carps, a.k.a. Collins. No, Carps is someone else. Collins and Carps are two different drivers. My mistake. But yeah, Carps is not here. Unless he had an injury. No, that's someone else. My mistake. Sorry. But yeah, Collins looking for a good finish here. The past 2 rounds he's done all right, but definitely looking for a high points faded here. Will he be able to hold in the lead and get off sequence? Everyone will have to pit again. So, per se, he's got to come in 4 laps earlier, but if he comes in, let's say the mediums run about 14, give or take 15 laps, that'll be lap 20. So he should be at least able to go to the end of the softs. So in theory, everyone will be going at least long in the tooth and going on a set of softs and making it work. Well, maybe 10, but yeah, he probably could still make it on a set of softs. So right now, Collins is de facto leader because everyone will have to pit at least one more time. Safety car should be coming in this time by. We'll see. There's the activation points. We'll now ride on board with Sasspot here. I always love to ride on board with a third. People probably wonder why I ride on board with a third car. It's because you get to see how Collins reacts, and then you get to see how Kenobi reacts. So you get to see how that. And remember, Kenobi did get kind of stacked up last time. He did give him a 5-second time penalty added to his name. So Kenobi maybe a little bit more cautious after what happened last round with Lesty. He needs to make the move quick, but he has to be ready to go. Doesn't want to get caught napping like last round. Hopefully he was practicing safety car restarts. But anyway, just a long straight here, so it should be Collins going just... It's going to be a question of when, not if. It's a long straight, so... We'll see. And there he goes. Collins goes right away here. Is going to catch Kenobi sleeping a little bit here. He's going to be just out of a second range. A little bit farther to the back there, you see the McLaren of Smitty under pressure from Scandy in 7th. Scandy, hope he doesn't pass it for the line. Has to. He's just spacing side by side here. Up the road, you can see Toby the Tiger on the back of Kermit. It could be 2x2 here. Looks like Scandy going to make the move done. And just up the road, Toby Tiger's going to line in line here. And it looks like a Sasspot kind of going down like a mobster wearing cement shoes. And Toby the Tiger going for the 2-for-1 here is going to get past both Assassinbot and Kermit, but Kermit can have an answer back here. Yellow flag sector 1, that looks like it's going to be it's Reds. Reds made a mistake going off in the 1. Big chaos up here in front. Kenobi has now reeled back in Collins a little bit, but it looks like Toby Tiger up the 3rd already, setting his sets up on the rest. Scandy ahead of Sasspot, so Sasspot, even though he's on 5-level tires, shouldn't have sunk that much, but Assassinbot going to try to hang around the outside here. Big commotion in the back. Reds is retired from the session. He just crashed just off of the break point going into 3. That may trigger possibly another safety car because his car is pretty much grief-stricken. We'll see what he does. Assassinbot and Scandy still fighting side by side here. One will probably have to give. Scandy can have the inside of the corner here. It looks like they're still shouldn't probably go side by side for the castle section. One will probably have to venture back out, and it looks like it will be Assassinbot, and that will be another safety car. So, breathe. So Reds crash. It looks like it's pretty straightforward to assume what just happened. Reds kind of just plowed on, going out of 3 and hit the wall. So the driver that was fighting for the championship last season has had a horrendous second season here. I would almost say a sophomore slop, but I don't 100% know if he was in the league before it. So just having a very rough time in his Mercedes in this new game engine. and has to try to find, looking for anything basically to get his luck going, and it will not be here today at the end of round 3. But Collins still couldn't leads. Kenobi in second, going to go for another safety car restart. Problem is now Toby the Tiger is out behind him. So Toby the Tiger was behind both Kermit and Assassinbot, and about the shape of 2 sectors, is now ahead of both drivers, now is the third. So Kenobi, again, not happy with these safety cars. Probably a little bit fuming, because he just wants to have a clean run, use his pace to his advantage, and try at the very least to make it work. Assassinbot coming in on 5 left bolt softs, mediums. If he pits and goes on a set of hards, maybe good to go to the end if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. They won't be probably the most comfortable, but he could go to the end. We'll see what tire he decides to put on. He's going on for another set of mediums. He'll have to pit again, though, so that ensures that the number 24 here will have to pit one more time. Actually, it looks like he did have damage. That may have been the case while he was going a bit slow. I don't know if he got it from a collision or if he got it from something else. But he is going to have to pit at least one more time because he did start a set of mediums, so he is going to have to pit one more time as well. So the rest of the field is bunched up here. Again, going to have at least another lap, hopefully 1 lap, but it's probably going to be 2 here. So get comfortable. If you haven't got it yet, go get a quick glass of water. Get whatever you need, because we're going to be here for a little bit longer. So yeah, I was sitting here waiting. I don't really have much to say because nothing really happened. No one's really pit. And I don't have a co-commentator, so I don't really know, I have no one really bounce off over the past time. So I'm just kind of stuck here, just covering the action, just kind of looking around here, trying to figure out who or what is there. And yeah, just got to try to buy the time. See who's doing what. As Collins is just leading around the safety car here, and you're just kind of waiting. If you are watching the stream, we'll give you a quick update for the CWC F1 race as we wait for an ad to pop up. Oh, we'll give you a quick little update to see how everyone's doing in that race. That race did go off with a hitch at the time in question. They are currently on lap 20. They currently have a 18-car grid, if I'm not mistaken. Quality's a little bit there. Just on a safety car, they're actually going away here, so they had a late safety car here. Big chaos going down the long straight here, as it looks like, yep, Cam is currently in the way. It looks like Ninja had to take evasive action. If I'm not mistaken, that may end up in Ninja. That was actually Charlie Gondon. So good to see Charlie's up in the top leagues again. He was a driver in F2. Now he's up to F1. And it looks like he actually just broke his wing along with Chain Gang Wow. So very interesting to see. Safety car going out for another lap here. Looks like they had 19 runners. Half the field has crashed in that lobby. So no names include Amadi, Arthur, and so on and so forth. I know there's a great commentary doing it over there, but just watching on retrospect here, just waiting for the safety car to come in. We do actually have Scanny coming in as well. He is going on a set of hards, so he should be good to go to the end at the very least. So Scanny playing the strategy here, going for a set of hards, and is going to try to make it to the end at the very least. Yep, Curly Cam leads the way with Ninja in second and James in third on lap 21 to 26 off in CWC F1. Go watch that if you want, and then come back here because this finish will not be done, but that race will end, and then this race will still be going. So if you want, go watch that one, and then come back and watch this one. But anyway, Colin's currently still leading the way. Under safety car, Kenobi in second, Toby Tiger in third, Kermit in fourth, Smitty in fifth, Maddie in sixth, Leaky in seventh, Excel in eighth, Saspon in ninth, and Scanny in 10th. Everyone is deemed to get points today as long as they finish, so good on everyone. Points for all. Well, not all, but drivers that are going to finish, points for them. They'll get at least something. If you do DNF, you do not get a point, though, so just FYI. Surprisingly, no penalties yet, which is good to see. Everyone has been able to either serve their penalties or at the very least negate them, so good to see everyone has not had too much cutting. Quick check of the race director. Safety car will be coming in a minute here. We'll just check the incidents, see if anyone's got anything worth noting. Really no corner cuts, so actually pretty good to see. Only driver that's got a couple is Reds, who's out of the race. 11 out of the race, and Jay Leakey has 1. But other than that, it is pretty much, everyone's been pretty clean so far. No major cuts. It's not hard, easy to cut here, but there are some corners where you can kind of clip the inside and get a penalty. But looks like, yeah, no major incidents to report. Safety car should be coming in at the end of the sector. We'll ride on board with Toby the Tiger here. And we'll see here, it should be flashing up on the screen. There we go. Alright, so we'll be coming in on this lap. So when we go green again, we'll have 17 to go. And now Kenobi, oh my god, Kenobi's not happy about that. It's happened again. He's running the back of another driver, And that's a 5-second time penalty that could get removed. It did get removed last week. So there is a case that penalty could be removed, but it's up to the steward's discretion. But that is not what Kenobi wants to see. But anyway, Collins goes. Kenobi a little bit more aggressive. I don't know if Kenobi did get damaged. We'll check on board here. It looks like he's okay at the very least, but it could be minor. Here comes Toby the Tiger. Going to get a long run off the straight here. We'll see if the backdrop. Looks like everyone else is pretty okay. Looks like Jay Lee could be making a move on Maddie. Here comes Toby the Tiger. Can he throw it up the inside? He is going to try to throw it up the inside here. Can he take the position? Yes, he will. Put Toby the Tiger up the second. He goes a little bit too deep. That could allow Kenobi to have an answer back. It doesn't look like he will. Jay Lee under pressure in the back there by Exelic. Jay Lee and Exelic. It looks like also Satspot and Scanny are fighting. Scanny up to 9th. Jay Lee goes a little bit wide, has to take a phase back and hits the wall, and he'll be down to 9th. Damage, he'll have to pit again to fix that. Kenobi and everyone else is still good up in the front here. It looks like Assassinbot has got around Jay Lee as well. Jay Lee going to try to make that car limp. He's going to try to hang around here, going a little bit too deep, going to hit the Emery sign. You can see someone else actually already hit the Emery signs as well, and it looks like it may have been Collins. Yeah, it was Collins. Collins hit the wall. It looked like a Red Bull wing. The leader has mocked it up, and he's hit the wall, and now he's going to have to pit. And he's got to fix his wing and fix his damage. That is a bad time to make a mistake like that. And, yeah, he's got no front wing, and that's going to allow Toby the Tiger to take over P1. Kermit now second, Kenobi now second behind. Kermit a second behind that. Collins, Smitty, and all this chaos. Hopefully they don't go side by side through that. Exelic going to try to go side by side. That's never going to work. And hard into the wall. Maddie and Exelic. Exelic ping-pongs off the wall. That was never going to work. And you can see a broken front wing off Exelic. And she is probably not too happy with Maddie right now. But it is racing. But it also is only lap 9. And with all the chaos we've seen, that's not what you want to see. Collins is actually retired from the session. I think he may have hit the wall. He has hit the wall up there. And that will be another safety car. Oh, my. All right, so it's going to allow everyone to get a chance to get regripped here. Again, another 2 laps. If Kenobi does have damage, you guys actually serve that 5-second time penalty and pit. Everyone, presumably, can make it to the end if they pit. But remember, Toby Tiger has to go on a set of hards if he does pit. We'll see if anyone decides to take the hard right to pit lane. We'll see if Kenobi does to pick damage. It looks like Toby Tiger is thinking about it. Yes, he is. Kenobi is coming in as well. He'll have to serve that 5, though. Kermit is going to stay out. Smitty is going to pit. Maddie going to stay out because that was for a double stack. Excelk definitely pitting. Assassinbot staying out. Scanny staying out because he's on the set of hards. And Jay Lee will be coming in. So yeah, Kenobi's going to serve a 5 second. He's going to drop down the order here at least a little bit. He should still come out maybe ahead of Smitty. No, he will not. He'll lose the spot. Actually, he will not. So yeah, no, he will come out just behind Smitty. So everyone is going on a set of hards, so Scandy will be de facto P1. He's going to try to make those hards work. Toby in 2nd, Smitty in 3rd, Kenobi in 4th. And that will be your top 4. Jay Leakey going on a set of hards as well. And Exelic decided not to pit. Bit odd, if you will. But every time... I thought they had damage, if I'm not mistaken. I know they did pit. Sorry, they did pit. My mistake. Look at the left. Yeah, they put on a set of softs. That's what kind of threw me off. So she's going to have to pit again. But everyone else that pit on a set of hards is good to go to the end. And it's safe to assume that both Sassbot's definitely got to pit because he started on a set of mediums. Maddie and Kermit are probably going to pit as well. But I'm kind of shocked that it makes sense why Maddie didn't pit for double stack purposes. But why did Kermit not pit? Kermit was de facto P3, and those mediums, unless he feels confident those mediums can make it to the end, or another safety car comes out, I guess he's banking on another safety car, would be my guess. So we are just going to wait here and another safety car as well. And yeah, we're just going to wait here again. The last safety car was running out of things to say. I'm running even more things to say here as well. Nothing in the chats to report. No one's saying anything. It's just kind of a quiet world. In the isolation chamber, you could say. As I guess we'll do another quick update to the CWC F1 race. For our viewers at home, it looks like, if we quickly get that back to live, they are currently on lap 24, and it looks like we got a good battle between Cam and Ninja for the overall race win. So that is good to see there. 2/10 gap here. That's with 2 laps to go. If you're watching the stream, go watch that stream. With 2 laps to go. Safety car will be coming in one more time, so we'll have one more lap here. I am actually going to watch it as well, just to see how this finishes out. It looks like it's going to be a bang-bong finish between the Aston and the Ferrari. Alonso just retired from the session at least. They're down to 6 runners, by the way. Very chaotic race, if you will. So it's very chaotic down their race. Be interesting to see how it finishes up there, but very racing nutrition, you could say, in that lobby. So Ninja and Cam side by side. Chain Gang Woe just passed Bezier for fourth. So a lot of drivers, actually, I just noticed, are F2 champions in there currently running third. One of our other strong drivers, Bezier's in fifth. So a lot of the drivers from F2 have been promoted up to F1. It's good to see them up there racing and being somewhat competitive. So good to see that F2 and F1, they were able to have fun, like a nice little fun run up there and are doing well. So repping F2, the former F2 drivers repping well. So good to see that happening. But anyway, we're just coming out of Sector 1 here. Still just waiting for the safety car to come in. And making work. Looking at the tire strategy as well, looks like 12 laps in the mediums is ideal. So, yeah, definitely Kermit, Manny, Assassin will have to pit. Because there's no way they make those work to the end. Maybe Assassin if he's lucky, but he's going to get swarmed by Toby Tiger, Scanny, Smitty. Actually, while I was covering that, sorry, Toby the Tiger is ahead of Scanny. Bit odd, if you will, because Scanny stayed out, so Toby Tiger was able to jump Scanny, so Toby Tiger is the fastest in the run. I thought Scanny would have got the spot, but unless something happened, no, Scanny was ahead. Something must have happened to Scanny while I was looking at this race here, so bit of an odd moment. Not going to 100% lie, that should have been me looking a bit better, but when you have three safety cars, you do kind of have to wait. Sometimes you don't think anything, especially when you run, you don't think much will happen. But they just started the final lap there. I think the safety car should be coming in this time by, so we'll put that down. And we will be ready to go here for the safety car. Yep, safety car should be coming in this time by. And we will have 14 to go this time by. Yep, safety car is coming in this time by. So Kermit will be leading the way. Maddie in second. And AssassinBot in third. It will be a very interesting race. And we'll have to see here again. When will Kermit decide to go here? And the question is, can Toby Tiger and the hard runners catch up for the field and pass them like Swiss cheese? We'll have to see here on note. So keep an eye on Kermit. When will he go? Still holding him back. Still holding him back. Still holding him back. Still hasn't gone yet. And no, it still hasn't gone yet. Very little bit of thing. Now here he goes. Kermit not going to catch Maddie napping, but he did catch AssassinBot napping. Here we go. Lap 12, we're going to start. Looks like Toby Tiger already in the back of AssassinBot. Here he's going to make the pass. Scanny not that far from the distance as well. Can it be a 2-for-1 special? Scanny going to possibly make a move on AssassinBot. Toby Tiger going to successfully make it. Going to hold the inside line, and he will pass AssassinBot. Give AssassinBot a little bit of a pinch, but it's all fair in love and war. Scan down, possibly going to set up a move as well. Just in the back here, we got Smitty just far behind. It's Kenobi in 7th and Xelic in 8th. So we got just up the road there, you can see Maddie possibly making a move happen. Toby Tiger not going to have much happen. We got AssassinBot and Scanny. Scanny going to make a move, going to take it up the inside here. Keep it clean, boys, but don't want another safety car. He is going to make the pass work. And Scanny going to be up the 4th, AssassinBot down the 5th. Here comes Smitty, going to try to make a move. AssassinBot on fresher mediums, you could say, than the other two, is getting caught quickly. Toby the Tiger all over the back of Maddie. Can he make something happen here? We'll have to see on retrospect. AssassinBot in 5th, Smitty in 6th. Again, AssassinBot should be okay for the castle section. Keep an eye on if anything happens. But Kermit got a second clear of Maddie. And Toby the Tiger not that far behind. Looks like he lost a little bit of time going up into that complex here. Castle section here. Ooh, very close there. It looks like everyone is relatively clean. No major scrapes, no major accidents. Everyone is okay at the very least. Back to the battle here. Toby the Tiger just off the back of Maddie. So we'll see here. Anything can be happening. So we got Toby the Tiger probably going to make a pass here on the straight here. Going to use those fresher hards to his advantage. Skating just behind. And can Smitty make a pass on AssassinBot? Because they are basically AssassinBot right now is costing Smitty, Kenobi, and Xelic all time. Xelic actually did come back in and pit for a set of medium cards, so good to see on her front. But it looks like anything's going to happen. Scanning just on the back of Toby the Tiger. Looks like his car's a little bit more set up for straight line speed. Other than that, we got Smitty on the back of AssassinBot. DR's not going for 2 more laps. But here comes Smitty, going to pass him straight line speed. Going to try to take the outside wall here. AssassinBot going to put a little bit of a pinch on him. Can it be enough? Kenobi going to ride board here with Kenobi. Can Smitty make something happen? No, he cannot. Will he try to take the inside line here? He'll think about it. Going to do a switchback maneuver. Going to have the inside line. He's going to come close, and he's just going to touch, almost touch side pods there. Smitty going to lose some time here. Going to open the door for Kenobi to make a pass. Can Kenobi hang around the outside? No, he will not. He'll tuck him behind. Back up to the front here. Toby Tiger Costa going to have a move on the other McLaren. Can he make something happen? How aggressive will he be on the brakes? He'll be very conservative here. And all this fighting is allowing Kermit to slowly drive away. But Kermit and Maddie both will have to pit again, because those mediums will not make it to the end. Toby the Tiger in 3rd. Scanny in 4th. AssassinBot in 5th. Smitty all on the back in 6th. So we'll see if something can happen here. Just for FYI to the viewers at home, Ninja did pull off the victory in the F1 race. Good for Ninja. But back to the point. Smitty, you have the Alpha Sector 2. That is someone that is Kermit. Kermit has hit the wall coming out of 6, and he's basically did something similar to what happened to Reds during the qualifying, and that is going to be race over. It looks like we have damage here as well, and Assassinbot has hit the wall hard, and that is going to be Kenobi, a 5-second time penalty for colliding, and that is going to be another safety car. Oh no, I think Smitty may have put side by side with, I actually don't 100% know, to be honest, as I was trying to cover Kermit, get back to Kermit, and now we are down to 7 runners. Oh boy. So that is done for Assassinbot. He hit the wall. I don't know if he actually had anything to do with Smitty. Kenobi ran into the back of Smitty. He is missing part of his wing. He'll have to pit and serve another 5-second time penalty. Smitty, I don't know if he's got any damage from that collision. It looks like he's okay, but I don't understand because there can be horrible angles. We'll see if anyone decides to pull in. No one, actually, Maddie has come in because he's obviously going to have to pit. Scandy going off sequence as well. Smitty, Kenobi all coming in. Kermit coming in as well. So the only drivers staying out on his hards are Toby the Tiger and Exelic. Everyone else is pitting. They either fix damage or change things. So it looks like Maddie actually get damage as well. He's going to be on a set of mediums. It looks like Kenobi going to have to serve his 5-second time penalty. Also have damage going to be putting on a set of mediums. Scanny came in for a set of softs. 12 laps may be a bit hard to make it work, but I think he's taking a chance here. Kenobi and Smitty all on a set of mediums as well. So yeah, we are now down to 7 runners. We've had 3 safety cars. This is very messy. I am running out of things to say. If anyone in the F2 chat wants to join me in comms, go for it. I just love to have someone to talk to right now, just because I'm running out of things to say. Or if you're in the chat right now, just talk to me out right now, because I legitimately, there's 3 safety cars. There's not much more you could say, other than Scanny came first out of softs, Maddie and the rest of the field pitted, and Selic and Toby Tiger going to the end. So everyone can go to the end at the very least. I think Scanny made it very close on a set of softs, but it's going to be interesting. So yeah. Just running out of things to say. It's just got nothing else. It's all a little smoke off the castle section there. So yeah, we are now just waiting. I got really not much else to say. And yeah, I've run out of things to say. I know you're not supposed to let dead air hit, but let's treat it like a Mr. Rogers episode. Dead air is good air. If we now wait for the safety car, we're coming in this time by. So yeah, we are now just waiting this out. By the way, there will be no interviews because this race has gone a little bit too long, and sadly there will be no interviews at the end of the session, so sorry top through whoever you will be, there will be no interviews, so I am truly sorry about that, but this race has gone long, and I do not have the time to do an interview session here. So anyway, safety car should be coming in this time by. Yep, safety car in this lap. As we will now wait, 7 runners here. Again, left in this race. We should have 10 to go here. Hopefully, with less runners, less safety cars. We'll have to see here. Again, Toby Tiger leads the field with Zelic in second and Maddie in third. Scanny in fourth, Kerman in fifth, Kenobi in sixth, and Smitty in seventh. So that is your top 7 here. All looking to get points. Good points here today. So here comes Maddie. Here comes Toby the Tiger. He's going to set a good start here, and away Toby the Tiger goes. Zelic in second, Maddie in third, Scanny in fourth. So here comes Maddie. Per se, looks like no one else. Everyone's pretty much spaced out for the most part. Kenobi under a little bit of pressure from Smitty in the back there, but not enough to make a lunge happen. Back up to the front here. You can see a possible lunge happen. It looks like no one's going to be able to make anything pass happen here. Maddie going to try to hang up the inside. Zelic goes a little bit wide. That's going to open the door for both Maddie and Scanny to both get on by, and it looks like it was also going to allow Kermit to get on by as well. I thought it was Kermit. It's actually Zelic. My mistake was just going wide there, but that's now definitely going to allow Zelic to get on by. Kenobi just a little bit too far away to make something happen right now. So Zelic all the way down the 5th already. Toby the Tiger 5/10 clear of Maddie. But Maddie, Scanny both have fresh tires, so they should slowly reel them in. And Zelic looks like he went a little bit too wide there. And I think that if they hit the wall there, they do got damage. That's going to slot them back down to P7. Kenobi in 6th, Kenobi in 5th, Smitty in 4th, Scanny in 3rd, and Maddie in 2nd. Maddie in 2nd behind right now. Scanny looking to try to make those fresh soft tires work. Maybe a little bit more over-aggressive here to try to make something happen. I hope not, because I don't want another safety car to see. We have 10 to go here. And he's going to make those fresh softs work. Going to come in, hug out. But it doesn't look like Scanny's going to have anything to do. Back at the back of the packet, we got Kenobi on the back of Kermit. So we'll keep an eye on this, but we'll also keep an eye on the Scanny battle when they come on the straight, because there may be something happening there. So keep an eye on both battles here. Toby's already opened a second clear on Maddie. So Scanny's definitely going to be very antsy to make a pass here. Other than the back, we do have the other sector that is Zelic hitting the wall. They got it refired. They'll be good to go. Continue on. So back to Scanny here. Scanny going to use that all his ERS, no DRS. He's going to try to make quick work on Maddie. Going to try to take the inside line here. Maddie not going to fight too much here. And it's going to be Scanny that's going to get around, using the fresh tires, and is going to pass Maddie for a second. So bump Scanny up the second, bump Maddie down the third. Now going to try to set his sights on Toby the Tiger. Maddie down the 3rd, Smitty in 4th, Kermit in 5th, Kenobi in 6th, Zelic in 7th. So we got Kenobi in 6th and Kermit back in 5th. Can Kenobi make a possible lunge on Kermit? No, he cannot. Zelic pitting to fix their front wing. So here comes Kenobi. Kenobi possibly going to have a pass here on Kermit. How aggressive will he be, knowing that he can at least salvage some points here? He'll just tuck back in line and buy his time. Scanny now 1 second behind Toby Tiger, and Maddie 1 second behind Scanny. Other than that, everyone's basically kind of spaced up by a second here, so this is the close battle we currently have on track right now at the moment between Kermit and Kenobi. So we'll keep an eye on board with this one. We do have the yellow flag sector 1, that is Zelic, so nothing worth noting on that front. We also know Scanny has to make those tires work quickly in order to catch Toby, or else he'll be definitely at a disadvantage at the end of this run. He's banking on those tires holding, but it looks like you can see. Yeah, that is a weird glitch. I've noticed the past couple of laps. If you see that little sparkle thing, it looks like after Sassby hit that wall, he has caused that wall to internally shine like a diamond. And that will be that. Kenobi could possibly make a lunge, definitely on the straight here. We'll check telemetry just to be safe here. He's got 69 ERS, while Kermit has 65. So, advantage battle on ERS about the same, so not one car will be stronger than the other one. Coming down the long straight here, DRS will be activated next time by, so no DRS here. But if Kenobi can stay close, he definitely could have a chance for a lunge. Going to try to use a little bit of his ERS here, while Kermit is using it as well. They're both using their ERS here in doses, trying to get close as well. It's kind of a cat and mouse game, if you will. With the fast lap, we just about Toby Tiger, now it's our Scanny. Scanny's at within 5-10, so we could have a possible pass for the lead here as well. We'll keep an eye on this, but here comes Kenobi. Kenobi going to try to hang up the inside on Kermit. He will try to put the pinch on the squeeze, and it looks like he's going to try, but not going to be enough. Kenobi's going to lose, going to try to go back in. He's now going to tuck back in line and going to set up for another day for another fight. But now he'll have DRS as well. He's going to use maybe possible DRS as well. Kermit is not using any of his DRS. Here comes Kenobi. Can he make the pass work? He's going to go around him pretty quickly here, and he's going to make it happen. Kenobi up the 5th, but here comes Kermit. Going to try to hang it around the outside. It's going to be close, and it's going to be a little bit of a pitch into the wall. Kermit hits, and Kenobi, you could argue, maybe a racing incident, but that's definitely going to cost a little bit of the wing of Kermit. So Kermit's going to have wing damage, and it's going to put him down to 6th. Kenobi up the 5th. Definitely the Zero's going to have something to look at that. I'd argue maybe a racing incident. but it'll be interesting to see how it is ruled. Scanning now back to a second. It looks like gains some time in the straight, but it looks like this car is not as set up in the far sections as they are in the short sections. So it'll be interesting to see how it works. Not see how it works, but if he can reel him in. So we're going to see how it works. I keep saying how it works. It's not how I meant to say it. We'll see if he can reel him in and get close. But anyway, Scanny just in the back of Toby Tiger. Definitely going to have DRS this time by. ERS battle favors Toby Tiger by well over 50%. So Scanny can use all he's got in the tank here to make this pass happen and maybe try to hold up Toby the Tiger. We'll see how that. He's going to take the in-out here. He's going to have DRS here, and he's going to have ERS. Not using any of his ERS. Toby Tiger is using his ERS, though. So we'll see here. Now DRS will be activated. Now he's now going to use ERS as well. Toby Tiger is still using his. It's going to be a long run down the straight here. Can Scanny hold it around the outside? It's going to be close by close. Who's going to have the bigger brakes? Who's going to hold the balls faster? And it's going to be Scanny going to have the line. But Toby the Tiger is still there. Can Toby the Tiger hold in the inside line now? It's going to be close. Toby the Tiger going to put a little pinch on Scanny, but not enough there. Racing side by side here. Very clean racing. Toby the Tiger actually is going to get ERS. DRS, not Scanny. So that should allow Scanny to get the spot. And, Kermit has actually retired from the session. He started in the pit lane. So we're now down to 6 runners. Scanny didn't have the DRS. We wasn't able to hold on. Toby Tiger able to get the elbows out and keep the spot. And now Scanny's kind of used a lot of his ERS there. So from Toby Tiger, but still about a 30% ERS gap between the two of them. Kermit has retired from the session. We are now down to 6 runners. Scanny gets a little squirrely off exit. We got Maddie and Smitty have both rejoined this battle because of their little squabbling. So if something happens, the two McLarens could, and I mean could, pick up the pieces. So here comes Toby Tiger leading a train here. Scanny still on the back of him. Maddie in 3rd, Smitty in 4th. Kenobi now just a second behind them as well. This is basically the battle for the win here. If they all crash, it could mean Excelic wins this race, but she is 43 seconds behind, so it'd have to be a catastrophic crash. And if enough people crash, you may get another safety car. Oh lordy. But anyway, Scanny gonna have saved his ERS here. He's at 32%, while Toby's at 31, Maddie's at 48. Smitty's actually saved a lot of his DRS at 87, and Kenobi's at 37. So back to the battle here as well. They're all going to have DRS off each other. So Toby Tiger could be maybe a bit of a sitting duck. So here comes Smitty, not as close as he was last time. Going to use DRS here. Not going to use any of his ERS in battle. Toby Tiger is not going to use any of his either as well. Going to come down the long straight. Not going to be enough to really have a lunge here. Scanny's going to bide his time. Kenobi now sits fast lap of the race, being at the end of this train. Scanny, the next question is, when will Scanny's tires fall off? We know Scanny's softs aren't going to go to probably be the freshest by the end, and that could open the door for the rest of the train to get him. Here he comes with the ERS as well. He's going to use a little bit of his ERS as well. I don't think he's going to be close enough to make a lunge. And how aggressive will he be? He is going to think about it, but he's going to tuck back in line, and that is going to be a tuck back in line by Scanny. So Scanny going to think about fighting another day here, and going to try to stay as close as he can to buy another chance to make another attack on Toby Tiger. So we can just catch Kenobi on the back of Smitty as well. It looks like Maddie goes a little bit wide there. That could allow his teammate to make a possible lunge here. Going to be a switchback maneuver. Will Smitty try something aggressive on his teammate? They are teammates, but they also want to fight for podiums here. But not going to happen. Smitty going to tuck back in line behind Maddie. Scanning in second, Toby Tiger in first. Toby Tiger very aggressive on the wall, then almost hits it, finding as much time as he can. That is very aggressive. If he ping-pongs off that wall, it could easily, catastrophically cause a mistake. That could cause the rest of the field to bundle up here. But now Scanny going to be all over the back here, sensing blood in the water. He's going to think about throwing a punch up the middle. He's going to go be inside here. He is going to go for it, but he's going to tuck back in. He's going to actually think better of it. Going to stay close as he can and try to use the DRS and ERS on the long straights. ERS finishes about 20% between the two of them. Scanny now with really in closing distance here. If he can get through this ass section pretty quickly here, the sweeping left-right, he could have a lunge on Toby the Tiger. Here he comes. Maddie has dropped off a little bit. Toby Tiger goes very wide there. Not going to get a good enough exit, but he is using his ERS, presumably. It's about a battle about 10% straight line speed here. So Scanny going to be a little bit slower than straight because he's at 9, while Toby's at 10, like 20-ish. And here comes Scanny around the outside. Can he make it work this time like he could do last time? He is going to make the pass work. So put the Mercedes driver up to first. Put Toby the Tiger down to second. But Toby Tiger will have an answer back here. With DRS, can Scanny hold his nerve and save the spot? But it looks like Toby Tiger goes a little bit too deep, and that may cost him first position here, as it looks like he won't have an opportunity to make a pass back. Going to use all of these straight line speed he's got here, but it's not going to be enough. Scanny going to hold spot on lap 21 here with 6 to go.
Smitty not that far behind, Maddie as well, and Kenobi all in this little train here. If Scanny's tires fall off, this could open the door for Toby the Tiger, Smitty, or Maddie to make something happen. Maddie on the back, Toby Tiger as well. Looks like Toby Tiger may be out of his rhythm a little bit here. Can Smitty have an answer back here? A little late on the gear change there. But it looks like Scanny goes very aggressive in that corner. That looks like he muggled it up a little bit. Didn't want to hit the wall. And that's going to cost him a lot of time here. It's going to allow Toby Tiger to be all over the back of him. Smitty goes way too aggressive there. Almost has to basically break. And it's going to cost us a little time. So here we come. Top 3 have kind of breaking away from Maddie. So it's 3 and 2 basically. How it's broken out for the win. So top 3 all under a blanket. As you can see by the overhead shot here, can Toby Tiger definitely will have an answer back here. He has saved a lot of his ERS, but so has Scanny. About a 10% difference between the two of them. Smitty has well over 100%. So Smitty is going to be very fast on this straight, while Toby Tiger and Scanny are going to be a little bit slower. Definitely going to see him probably use this ERS here. I hope he does at the very least, because he definitely should use it. Here he comes. He's definitely going to use DRS now. Here he comes. He's going to have DRS as well. He's going to try to make a move on Toby Tiger. He could get a 2-piece here. Here he comes. A long fight down the straight. It's going to be Smitty. Going to make a positive move. There goes Toby Tiger around the outside. They're both going to pass Scanny. Here comes Smitty. Can he make a move on Toby Tiger going into corner 1? It's going to be close. He's going to possibly think about doing it, but he's not going to have enough. And it's going to cause him to go a little bit slow. He's going to do a squirrely off exit, and that's going to still be in P2. But he's going to lose some time to Toby the Tiger. So Toby the Tiger is currently first, Smitty in second, Kenobi down third. It looks like actually Scanny has lost it. He's gone too aggressive in the corner, and it's not going to be enough. He's going to have to take the run-off road. I think he may have damage, and that's going to pump him down to P5. So Kenobi has gotten around Maddie for third because of that little mistake by Scanny. I can't get a good front look at Scanny's tire wing. It looks like he's good for the most part. So no damage by that driver in question, but it basically throws him out any chance of winning this race. Smitty all in the back of Toby the Tiger. We also have Kenobi and Maddie third and fourth. If the top 2 tangle, it looks like possibly there could have been a lunge there, but it looks like Smitty just going to stay back. You're going to bide his time. Smitty will have the fresher tires by the end of this race, so his tires will be better than Toby's. But Smitty could be, at retrospect here, for an opportunity getting past. So we'll see here if Smitty can make it work. Again, if they collide or if they touch, it could open the door for Kenobi or Maddie to win this race. Kenobi actually has slowly caught up to the back of this pack as well, so never mind. Here comes Kenobi. Kenobi has gone through the ringer this whole race, trying to survive. Could definitely go for a win here, could definitely use a win. So here comes Kenobi. Definitely going to use his ERS here. He's got a lot more ERS than Smitty. Smitty has a lot more ERS than Toby the Tiger. Here he comes. Going to try to take it around the outside. Can he pass the Red Bull driver? Down the long straight they go. Here they come. Yellow flag sector 3. That is actually, I think, Scanny hitting the wall there. Raced on basically for Scanny. And Smitty has made the pass for the lead of this race. Put Smitty up to P1. Put Toby the Tiger down to P2. Put Kenobi in P3. But can Toby the Tiger have an answer back? We'll have to ride on and see if he can do it. Toby the Tiger didn't get a good run on Scanny, but he was able to get his time back in the castle section. Here comes Toby the Tiger. Gonna get a close run, but remember the ERS battle favors Smitty, and it's not gonna be enough. Smitty gonna hold the lead for now. Toby the Tiger in second, Kenobi in third. And Maddie just 2 attempts back in fourth. Oh, sorry, 2 seconds back in fourth. Kenobi's kind of sends the blood in the water. I think I just saw that the McLaren has looped it, and he's gonna have to do a 3-point turn. I don't think he hit anything. Now he hit something. But he should be alright for the most part. Toby Tiger's lost well over a second to Smitty. And Smitty is going to, at least very least, hold on. Now it looks like Maddie's lost it again. He could be under pressure to losing 4 to Scandy if he does not get a move on. Yellow flag sector 2 again. That is still that battle. So top 3, basically, bearing a crash, your top 3 is basically locked. The question is, who will get it? Smitty has gained well over a second on Toby the Tiger. Kenobi 4 attempts back. If he can get around Toby Tiger, he could have an answer back for Smitty because of the tires. Excel has gone wide in corner 3. Has to use the escape road. So here comes Kenobi. ERS advantage, they're about the same. So can Kenobi make a lunge on Toby Tiger? Toby Tiger will have DRS off Smitty though, so he should be able to get a little bit closer. So he shouldn't be a sitting duck on this pass. So here comes the Alpine driver. Can he get enough suck to make something happen? No, he cannot. Actually, Toby Tiger is pulling. Maddie around again. We have 3 to go. This time by. Toby the Tiger has reeled back in Smitty. He's now within half a second. Kenobi about half a second behind as well. Right now, if you're Kenobi, you probably should be saving your ERS here to try to make up for a late run here, because Toby the Tiger has, actually, Smitty has used a lot of his ERS. He had over 100 saves, Smitty did. Now he's down to 22, so they're all around the same bracket. Here comes Toby Tiger. Can he make something happen? No, he cannot. He'll just tuck in behind. Kenobi in third. So 1, 2, 3. Here they go. So we'll see here if Kenobi can make something happen. Gonna buy his time. No one's really made it past the castle section work, so I doubt he'll try something. He thinks about it, maybe trying to get Toby the Tiger's head, but not gonna be enough. He's just gonna tuck back in line. Again, biding his time here. Toby the Tiger. Kenobi in third, Smitty in first. 1, 2, 3 respectively. Here comes Kenobi. Going to use a little bit of his ERS here. ERS advantage right now favors actually Smitty by about 3%, then Kenobi, then Toby the Tiger. Sorry, 10% by Smitty resetting all his stuff he's got. Here comes Kenobi. The ERS will still be activated for all 3 drivers. Kenobi just on the back of the chuff. Remember, those mediums, hards will be a little bit on the harder side. They can go longer, but they're all going to probably be out in the wash by the end. Toby the Tiger now is second behind. So this, oh, and there goes Smitty. Smitty has crashed, and that is going to be out of the race, and that is going to be basically the final 2 in the race here right now. Toby the Tiger and Kenobi, 1-2 in retrospect. Here, this is basically the battle for the win. That was a bad time for Smitty to make a crash here. It's also going to put Maddie up in the pole position. Here comes Kenobi on the inside in question. It's going to be Kenobi going to take the inside line. Is it going to be enough to make it work? Yes, they're going to be side by side here. Can Kenobi make it happen? And Toby the Tiger, 1-2. Toby the Tiger going to hold spot for now. This is a battle for the win. Smitty had the race won, and that is that. That is heartbreaking to see. 2 to go. Can Kenobi make it happen here? Yes, he is around the outside. Can he make it work using all the ERS he's got? He's going to make the pass work. Put Kenobi up to P1. Toby the Tiger in second. Maddie in third. Scandy is also kind of looped as well. So your top 3, again, is pretty much locked without a crash. Here they come. Kenobi in first. Toby the Tiger in second. Maddie in third. We're coming up to the cast section. Well, can Kenobi pull away from Toby the Tiger? He's within this already about a second already. But Toby the Tiger does excel in the S section, but I think those hards may have hit a cliff. And I think he may be done. So here comes Kenobi. A second clear. Going at the end of Sector 2 here. Can Kenobi hold on? It's been a very long race indeed. We'll have 1 more to go, this time by. And it looks like if he can stay out at DRS range, it may be all she wrote. It may be curtains. Here we come. Off the long straight here, Toby Tiger is actually going to be out of DRS range. See if he gets it. The activation point, I think, is right here. I think he actually still in it just barely, so he may get DRS. We'll see here. The activation point should have been right there, actually. So we'll see here. Yep, he does not have any DRS. Actually, no, he does. That was the activation point, so he does have DRS, my mistake. So he should be able to get close enough here to make 1 more lunge, but he has 0 ERS, and compared to Kenobi, who also has 0 ERS. So both drivers are basically using all they got on the long straights. Toby the Tiger may be trying to hold on for the last run here. If they do tangle on the run to the line, it may promote Maddie to winning this race. Here we come. Down the line again. It looks like Toby Tiger, actually, it looks like Scandy's actually crashed again. And Zelic now with P4. Ready to drive by the Aston Martin driver. Back to the battle here again. Toby the Tiger not going to have enough here, but he is going to be close. If he can stay close enough, it may just be enough. And it looks like Toby Tiger was being very aggressive there. I think he did run into the back of Kenobi, so that may be damage. We'll see here, it doesn't look like, yeah, he is missing a part of his wing, so that may be all she wrote. Kenobi looked relatively clean, did not hit the wall, so as long as Kenobi can hold his nerve, this should be Kenobi's race to win. But I said that about Maddie, but then Smitty, but Smitty crashed. Going through the cast section 1 more time, yep, it looks like that. And it looks like he actually goes down the runoff road. That is too much, he does not have any more wing. So it looks like, yeah, he's definitely struggling through the cow section here with that broken wing. That is all she wrote. As Kenobi can kind of back it down and play it conservatively, and it will be his. Maddie pretty much too far back, so as long as Toby Tiger can limp it home, he should be P2. So here comes Kenobi out of Sector 2. The drive that needed a strong form today, jump into the top half of the standings. He'll get 25 points, and I think he did get the fast lap as well, so it's going to be a max points day for the Alpine driver, bearing the last couple corners here. Don't count your chickens yet. Alright, that was the last corner. This should be enough. And here comes Kenobi. down the long straight, and it should be his first win in CWC. And it was a very chaotic race. It looked like he was almost out of it at one point, but Kenobi will win the CWC race here at Baku. Toby the Tiger will limp the car home in second. Presumably. Yep, he will. So we'll wait for him. Toby the Tiger, after having a strong performance here, can't survive the chaos a little bit too long, and he'll come home in second. Maddie, coming through the S section as well, should bring the car home. In third, we have the Alpha Sector 2, and that is Excelic. They've hit the wall at the worst time. They were looking for a P4, and I don't 100% know, but it looks like Scanny's also going a bit slow as well. So if they can get it refired, they may be able to hold on. Maddie will come home with the final spot at the podium. And now it's a question of the battle here between 3 and 4 and 5 here. It looks like Scanny's just going to go right on ahead. Excelic just trying to get it refired. This is 10 points. 10 points can be a lot of things if they hold on. Yellow flag sector 2. Looks like Scandy's going a little bit slow as well. I don't know if they've run out of the fuel car, if they're just damaged. I'm not 100% sure. It looks like 4 and 5 are going to kind of come close to close here. Looks like Scandy may just let Excelic go here. I'm not 100%. Excelic going to get on ahead here again. Excelic in 4th, Scandy in 5th. They're still fighting to the end here. We got a minute 45. They don't cross line in minute 45. I think both will just be kind of just declared a draw or something. But here they come. Down the last corner, Excelic actually looks like it's going to go really slow here. It looks like something may be wrong on the car or something. I'm not even 100% to be honest. But Excelic going to come home. Probably her best finish in this league. She will come home with a P4. She survived the carnage, is able to get a P4. And Scanny, as we wait for Scanny to finish up here, will be P5. As we are just waiting here again, great drive. I will go through the post-race F here. But again, great drive by Kenobi here today. Survived the carnage. Got kind of a revenge arc from Spain last week and is able to win this race. And even if he gets a 5 or 10 second time penalty, he should be good. So he should definitely be most likely winning this race 100%. You got Toby Tiger in second, and Maddie will round out third. Scanny gets driver of the day. So as you can see, our top 3 make it to the podium here today. Kenobi has won an absolute marathon of a race here. This race started at 3 o'clock. It is now over 2 hours later. And Kenobi has won, so good for Kenobi, the Brit, and Toby Tiger in second, and Maddie in third. So yeah, this race has been going for well over... It's only been an hour 21, so not too bad. But then remember the 20-minute hold from the stage cars and that. So it's been a very long race here today, but Kenobi has won it. Kenobi will be in first, Toby Tiger in second, Maddie in third, Excelic in fourth, Scanny in fifth, Smitty in sixth, Kermit in seventh, Azerbaijan in eighth, Jay Leakey in ninth, Collins in 10th, Reds in 11th, Kiki in 12th, and 11th will round out the top 13th position here today with only the top 5. Smitty says he finished 3 laps down, even though technically he didn't finish, so technically top 5 should be getting points, but we'll see how the stewards rule. Anyway, congratulations to Kenobi, and my drive of the day, I will give it to Kenobi as well. Survives. Actually, no, I'll give it to Excelic. Excelic had an alright qualifying, but was able to survive all the carnage and able to get a P4, a top finish for her. I'd say give her my drive of the day, my Pepsi token, but I'll also throw a bone out to Kenobi as well for getting his first win. But that will be that. Let me pull up the calendar real fast, because there will be no interviews, because this race has gone a little bit long, and sadly there will be no interviews. But, as I wait for things to load here, I'll quickly tell you the race, and then we will be signing off. So it's going to take a hot minute to load. I will tell you that we are going next week to Canada. So Canada will be next week. And it will be same time as this time last time, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 8 p.m. BST, 9 p.m. Netherlands time. But until then, I am Pepsi for 2 and 2. I am signing off. Thank you and good night.